The call to prayer echoes off the mountains. A lazy afternoon stir in the quaint village of Lazarat, southern Albania. A place built into rock in splendid isolation. The locals farming stock, tough, suspicious.
How is the old marijuana business going?
Marijuana?
Yeah?
No.
So how was it that this place became the biggest producer of illegal marijuana in Europe? And why did it culminate in this? A 3-day gun battle a few weeks ago. To get to Lazarat, you drive 3 hours south from the capital, Tirana.
Stop.
We arrived in the evening, unannounced. It felt like a border crossing, a state within a state. So that was the second police checkpoint we've come across on the way to this quaint Albanian mountainous village. Police really tooled up. They're obviously special forces. Long before the fall of communism, this village was abandoned by the politicians. No running water, no roads, no law. So villagers took care of themselves. Over time, Lazarat became pariah and proud. So we've got through the roadblocks. We've arrived in the center of this Albanian village. This is one of the gentlemen we've met. He's from the Special Forces, and we've been told that tomorrow he will serve as our guide to show us around the village. The following morning, without the balaclava, and on condition we wouldn't use his name, the tour.
Si mund të shikosh aty toka është e keqe këtu dhe e mbjellin nëpër gropa, nëpër fuqia, përdorin goma makine. Si mund ta shikosh edhe këtu për shembull, fuqia, gropa makine, ose përdorin
Are all these holes in the ground, are they where you dug up marijuana plants?
Po, këtu.
So we've got like potatoes, marijuana, potatoes, in just this garden here.
Yeah.
In the 90s, a group of locals returned from a stint working with criminal gangs in Italy. They brought back marijuana seeds and started growing on their family plots. The returns, well, beat potatoes.
This is marijuana.
So soon everyone in the village wanted in.
I want to talk to this lady here, this older lady. Did you used to grow marijuana here in your garden? No? So can you ask her, those big holes that are in her garden where the police came and dug out the plants, what are they?
Çfarë janë ato të punuarat e tokës që keni këtu?
Punuarat të kryen patatet.
Janë për
Potatoes?
Për
Kryen patatet.
I see. God, they were big potatoes.
Jekë të jeni mirë. Mos e ka parë. Jekë të çishtën pa.
Over the years, this once poor, desolate village became a European marijuana bazaar. Absolute mountains of the stuff. Traffickers dealt directly with farmers. Bigger farmers became bigger players. Organised crime moved in. They produced so much marijuana, they ran out of places to store it. The water tanks weren't for water. The place was literally packed to the rafters with the stuff. Everyone became rich. But how rich? This investigative journalist was born nearby. How much money do the people in this village make from this business?
$4.5 billion each year, which means...
Wait now, really?
Yeah, which means the half of Albanian GDP.
They got so rich they employed help, an estimated 3,000 labourers from elsewhere.
Do you want to give me the torch?
Houses were adapted, networks of storage bunkers under family homes.
Oh my God. So this is the stuff that would have ended up in London, Manchester, and all over Europe.
Are these old sniper bullets? Lazarat had become Albania's Wild West. Then a new government decided to tame Marijuanaville. The old chief of police was replaced by this man, Haki Katso.
Këtu kemi dislokuar me helikopter forca speciale me sniper pasi.
And on the 16th of June this year, the showdown. He sent a small army of police up over the mountains.
Gati të 3 ditë luft. Deri dhe mortaja dhe mitralos të lehtë të rënd, edhe mortaja këmbësorie. Dhe granat hes, bazuka.
The villagers had bazookas.
Po.
Villagers, drug dealers, and even hired mercenaries fought the law. But the law won. For a police force in need of a reputational reboot, it was a coup. No lives were lost.
This red circle painted on the gate means that it was raided by special forces. And this is where they burnt a big mound of marijuana outside the house. And we were told that when they heard the police were coming, they threw their guns out onto the street. That was the households that surrendered. Some of them, of course, didn't.
Selam aleikum.
Only a handful of families were not involved in the business, and they, by and large, were devout Muslims, like this man.
Dhe ne kemi qenë të trysnuar nga njerëzit ta, nga presioni i fshatit, nga gjithë që ju pse se bëni ju ande këtë, ne shqyr Zotit nuk. Po t'ju çuditsi pakica që është ruajtur. Dhe ata që do të ruajnë në rrugën e Zotit janë shumë pak. Jo vetëm në këtë fshat, por në gjithë botën.
There were over 50 arrests. 500 weapons were seized. But why did the Albanian government intervene now, after so long? A clue: the EU.
I think this was the moment to show that you must do something. You must cut off
I see.
this village, and then you can have steps
I
for
see.
becoming members.
Exactly a week after the Battle of Lazarat, the European Union agreed to grant Albania candidate for membership status.
Who's this lady here?
Towards the end of the tour, we met this woman. According to her, politicians left Lazarat well enough alone for decades because they were doing pretty well out of it themselves.
Ekonomia e fshatit vetja hodhi që shumë mirë bëri, nuk themi gjë. Është shtet ajo është qeveri. Shumë mirë bëri.
There's actually no culture of smoking marijuana here, so she invited us home for goat's cheese and raki. We whiled away an afternoon talking about survival, politics, and the new Albania.